Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the right side as War Squad Exarch, we have kis0kis. Spawn as the Force Commander, we have 2nd Lieutenant Aquila, and as the biggest and the strongest, we have Vash. Spawn as the Force Commander, we have Gyoussynn. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Spawn the Lord General, we have Siso, and as the Blade Champion, or SKID. 2nd Lieutenant Aquila. Is that a Shin Megami Tensei reference? Like the king in SMT4 that's referenced is named Aquila, right? But then again, that's a game based referencing Dante's Inferno. Got the Lord General moving around, got these forces over here, got these forces now pushing way forward as well. Now I've got mostly just engaged over here. Imperial Guardsmen have an upgrade to Sergeant, and we also have the Lord General this region. We got the biggest and the strongest war boss here, as well as a bunch of shooters and sluggers there. Another squad Imperial Guardsmen advance forward. We got 2 squads Imperial Guardsmen. Got the Guardian Squad gets advanced here to the Lord General. And we got the Force Commander charging forward. He does not have the Stomp upgrade on the symbol just yet. And the Plague Champion right now has 4 Heretic squads. That's going to be a lot of exploding men. Imperial Guards advancing forward, getting some damage onto that Tactical Marine squad. Force Commander going in deep, really trying to kill off some of these models there. But he only has 1 reinforcement he needs to get them reinforced. And he will receive some health regen and should be reinforced relatively soon. That's been reinforced, and now it's going to push on out. Doesn't get fully healed up. Force Commander may go down. A bit of fire there. Over here we do have now the War Boss going on down. Shooters and slugs advancing forward, and now the Tactical Marine squad is even fire there. Got scouts and shotguns here as well. And the Force Commander also goes down as well, so red is down 2 heroes. Down south we got the Heretics hacking apart these generators, and the Plague Champion himself does fall back. And we also got the War Squad Exarch, Rangers, and Guardians all here, trying to hack apart some more of these generators, and does fall back with all of those Heretics now. Tactical Marine squad falling on back, and the Lord General is very wounded himself. Up here we do have, looks like the Scout squad is even on fire there, and the Tactical Marine squad trying to push way forward, trying to tie up the shooters up in melee. They have an upgraded big shoot as well. And the Tactical Marine squad does fall back there. We do know how these orcs being forced back. Imperial Guardsmen. They went for a stomp there. Actually got a kill. Not bad. Lord General does fall back, and the War Squad Exarch does pick up the Force Commander. Force Commander maybe eyeing for a full retreat, maybe not. Devastator sitting on up in a good position, and now with the Imperial Guardsmen advance forward, they will spot that Devastator. We do have the Stomp upgrade on the Sentinel, trying to stomp onto that War Squad Exarch. It does get the Vengeance rounds firing as well. Needs some good damage there. And now we've got the Imperial Guardsmen. They need to pull back. They're getting annihilated. They get annihilated by the Devastator Marines. Does get a good stomp there. The Sentinel needs repairs. He does go down there. Lord General has lost Imperial Guardsmen in the Sentinel. He's rebuilding the Imperial Guardsmen. Now we've got the Heretics phase 4. We've got quadruple grenade launcher for the Plug Champion. He may want to at least want to go for some Inspired Champions just to make sure they're a bit more durable, less likely to get wiped out. Additionally, the Inspired Champion is equipped with a bolter rather than a bolt pistol and chain sword when they upgrade with grenade launchers. Wow, that was a lot of damage, wasn't it? They're going to be taking out these generators reasonably quick with all these grenades. Grenades are not bad versus structures. Those is not focusing that one down. Now we've got the Assault Marines getting some good damage on in. And he may just need to fall back. He's annihilating that Scout. Scout does fall back. When the Heretics do fall back, this one does have the Inspired Champion. And we've got Inspired Champions coming down on multiple of these squads. Assault Marines do roll a miss there since they are falling back. Imperial Guardsmen advancing forward with the Lord General in tow. Over here we do have the biggest and the strongest War Banner. We also got some Storm Boys there, along with the big shooters. No Knob Leaders. spam sniper. Oh yeah, we got triple rangers spawn field. So we got. Is that, I guess, the proper counter to mass grenade launcher heretic? I have no idea. I know a D cannon will be very useful versus them. Robot charging forward, he has the possible, signifying he is the biggest and the strongest. And Storm Boys are jumping on in to support the biggest and strongest war boss. And the biggest and war boss is now the biggest and the strongest corpse. Assault Marines do knock back these shooters, and now he's fully withdrawn to the region. Heretic squads advancing forward. War Spider XR receiving quite a bit of assault rifle fire. Rangers receiving a lot of grenade shots there. Got some good knockbacks there. He may want to just go for a bunch of knockback grenades there. And here comes Assault Marines knocking back the Heretics. He's getting a bit double teamed at the moment. War Generals advancing forward. It includes another Imperial Guardsman. He's another Imperial Guardsman on the field queue as well. It's going from Chimera. Grenade launcher blast, or grenade blast there. Shotgun blast there from the Scout Squad. The Scout Squad's about to get annihilated. Now got the Chimera there. He does go ahead and mount on up. So this unit, the Chimera should be very effective versus those Rangers, that's for sure. He may receive a melter grenade from the Assault Marines once he gets up to tier 2. It's on the build queue for them. And now we do have the mounted playstyle advancing forward. Chimera is good damage on these forces. He can't spot the camouflage Rangers. Now got this power node under siege. Grenades raining on in. They do, of course, attack over structures, getting some good AoE damage. One generator does go down. Assault Marines do push on forward, getting some good knockback there. The flagship needed class to go for melee weapon to engage the assault squad, Assault Marines. Assault Marines receiving a bit of fire there. Imperial Guardsmen here to support as well. They're being upgraded to Pulsar. Going for plasma guns will hurt them as well. A lot of heavy assets in front of them. Rangers going around, not camouflage, out of energy. Their service is trying to reset up. We may see some knockback grenades onto it. Knockback grenades are raining on in, knocking back those forces. So these areas are quite damaged. Got more knockback grenades onto them. Chimera is pushing forward. We do have the plasma gun upgrade on the Imperial Guardsmen. The other one's not being upgraded plasma guns at the moment. Devastator's received some good melee hits there by the Imperial Guardsmen. And Devastator may actually wipe out, down to 0 health now. Yeah, it does get wiped out. And the Force Commander is upgraded with a Thunder Hammer. Over here, we got the Force Commander pushing forward with the Assault Marines. Camouflage Rangers in this region. One of them's already run out of energy. Finds good volley on the Assault Marines, and although the Force Commander is trying to capture this point. Chimera mounted up and pushes way forward. Got tier 2 now being researched by the remainder of the players. The Master Ranger player who lost all of his Guardian squad, and by the Heretics. Chimera moving around, does receive a melter bomb there. The war boss trying to smack him now, showing the Chimera who's the biggest and the strongest. And now do have some damage here. The Lord General's upgraded melter guns, giving him and the entourage, or at least him and the Stormtrooper bodyguards, melter guns. Though one of the Stormtroopers do go down, the Ranger's getting another kill there. He needs a fully withdrawal. They're a little bit too wounded. Now got the Scout Squad getting some great AoE damage right there. Knockback grenades, partially connecting there. Ooh, and the Scout Squad may get annihilated. Does get annihilated. We also got Sternguard veteran supplied up by Red. Force Commander. Lord General reinforced. Remember, he himself is still quite wounded. That Ranger Squad or Heritage Squad received quite damage there. And Assault Marines do jump on in, gain some great knockbacks there. Lord General does fall back there, prone to being wiped at this moment. And the Heritage Squad needs a fall back as well. Receiving a bit too much fire there. Now got the Thunder Hammer and the Battle Cry effect there, getting some great knockbacks. Chimera mounted up, I believe. Heritage Squad. This one's down to 11 health. And he will manage to escape on out of there. Other Imperial Guardsmen have not been upgraded with a plasma gun, nor is being upgraded. This power generator could be focused down and does get killed off there. And Weird Boy does get a good hit there and does manage to jump or get away from the Storm Boys from jumping on top of them. Bright Lance now evades forward, trying to destroy some of these generators. Blue has more VPs in his opponent at the moment. Can Bright Lance more precisely. Stormguard veterans and Force Commander fancy on forward. Force Commander has the Thunder Hammer, the Artificial Armor, and the Iron Arrow, so it looks like a melee, a tank build, a brawler build. The bomb does rain on in. Over here, got the Force Commander here, gains some great hits there with his Thunder Hammer as well. Imperial Guardsman, another Imperial Guardsman may just got wiped out there, or he actually got inside the Chimera in time. Let's see if he gets inside the Chimera. And getting reinforced now, Rangers firing away. Grenades raining on in. Getting some damage all across the line. Lord General now receiving a bit of fire there, getting hit by the Stormguard veterans. This one time, he knows the general where they're at, and maybe got to just go for stun grenades all across, or knockback grenades all across the front line. Flag Champion does fall back there, gains some good hits there with the knockback grenades, knocking back some of those forces there. And he's trying to hit the Bright Lance. Bright Lance not falling back. Imperial Guardsmen could push on forward onto those Rangers. One of the Rangers just got wiped out there by the Imperial Guardsmen. Nails retreat path's not a great direction there. Does fall back nice and early. The Stormguard veterans need a little high explosive rounds. These guys are so bunched up. High explosive rounds would be actually quite effective. His forces all do fall back now. And now to get the Force Commander gain some hits here. Do now have a whirlwind being put on the field. That is a good item in this situation. As well as a Plasma Cannon Devastator, another good item against all those heretics, as well as against the Imperial Guardsmen. Whirlwind gets some great damage there on the Imperial Guardsmen, and the heretics are getting mass repair there, but couldn't out repair up Bright Lance. Lord General has tier 3, so does the Plague Champion. It may be a good idea for the Plague Champ to go with the Land Raider Phobos. Granted vehicle damage there. Now do have a Creeping Barrage being called on in, or something. I'm not sure what type of effect that was. The Lord General does go down, unlikely to be brought back up anytime soon. He has still both his squads Imperial Guardsmen, and now has a fresh Liam Russ. He uses red points to play the Liam Russ, I believe. Voice by Exarch with a is trying to go for his own tier 3 as well. It's great knockback there in the Heretic squad, and all these orcs in the region, in fact there's all 3 players in this region, he knew he has to fall back nice and early. Liam Russ. Both of the extra cannon, the executioner turret may be a little bit better in this situation, but the extra rage is actually very good to have because there's going to be so much stuff in front of them. The extra range will help them keep away from any sort of artillery or Bright Lance and other anti-vehicle weapons. Chaos Armor is now put on the field by the Plague Champion. Maybe a good idea to go for Lightning Claws upgrade on the Chaos Terminators. Go for a melee weapon. Lemurus and a Whirlwind for the other Force Commander player now on field. It's a great knockback on these forces, very nice. The other Imperial Guardsman still not been upgraded to plasma guns. I think he should go for plasma there. Whirlwind does seem to hit there. Stormboy's jumping on forward, stunning the Stormguard veterans. It's a good knockback on these forces. Imperial Guardsmen is advancing on forward. It's a damage across the front line. Looks like the Stormboys do force back the Stormguard veterans. The Stormboys get some great damage onto them. The Stormboys will be covered as they fall back away from the Assault Marines. Warboss have upgraded with the Power Claw, the biggest and the strongest Power Claw. Now I got more Whirlwind barrages raining on in. Plague Marine receiving quite a bit of fire there. Does get forced back there, and there's a D cannon. D cannon could do some serious damage across the front line. Force Commander charge on forward. The Assault Marine squad does fall back there, so does the Stormguard veterans. And now we do have an artillery spotter. Artillery spotters are interesting. Does get a nice knockback grenade there to help keep engaging with this Lehman Russ there. Does even melt a bomb there by the Assault Marines. Severely wounded. Bright Lance finds another hit there. Finds another hit there. Down to 8 health. We'll get knocked back there. Lehman Russ is still crawling away. Looks like Lehman Russ maybe it'll be saved. Last down, and maybe he meant Bright Lance. Bright Lance is back down. Oh, holy crap. Terminator's all dead. I'm not sure what died right there either. And I think that was the artillery spotter as well. Big losses for both sides. We've got another artillery spotter on the build queue. And red points. The Force Commander is almost enough for an orbital strike. The other Force Commander does have enough for an orbital strike if he is tier 3. He does have tier 3. Lemurs will be receiving much needed repairs. Imperial Guardsmen wasn't still not upgraded plasma guns. Like Chamber is falling back. Grenade launcher squads still moving around. And the biggest and the strongest war boss is now falling back. And the orcs do fall back there. Noise means not before he's going for a Blastmaster. Right now, the red point, the VPs are in favor of blue, but it's shrinking. Raiders do get knocked back there. As a hawk in the sky, we swoop from first. The Lord General is still down right there. We do now have a webway assembly there. Spotting flare by the artillery spotter, very nice. Rangers fighting away. Circuit Veteran seeing quite a bit of damage there. Warwood barrage rating on it, and Lima Russ is now moving around. Guardians or Rangers do fall back there. Shooters advancing on forward. They spot the D-cannon. Most of the Force Commander does fall back there, so does the Warp Spotter X-Arc. Same Plasma Cannon, yep, Plasma Cannon Devastator and D-cannon both set up in this region, and a good artillery spot. There are two VPs on the side, so blue may just want to focus on this side and play for the VP game, forcing these guys out of their preferred position. Liam Russ advancing forward. Grenades raining on in. Getting some damage from the shooters. May want to see some knockback grenades across the front line. And they largely missed there. I'm not sure. Is that an orbital strike? Nope, more Terminators. Good at there. Fire Prison will get some great AoE damage on the Heretics, as well as some Imperial Guardsmen. Any AoE that's good against the blue team's composition. Cyclone Missiles raining on in, getting some good damage there. Both players are not going to orbital. And looks like the Noise Plague Chain may have canceled his Noise Marines. Assault Marines jumping on in, trying to engage the Storm Guard veterans. Force Commander engaging on his go. May see the Battle Cry ability there. Grenades raining on in, knockback grenades. Lemurus could push forward, get some shots on the Lemurus. Armor Piercer round does hit the Heretics there. Spawning Flare there as well. And now the Force Commander does go down right there. Second Lemurus on the point of view, so we're going to see no Baneblade, but we will see a Land Raider Phobos. Going for an anti-vehicle weapon like that can be very useful. You're going to expect a lot of vehicles. Cyclone Missiles getting some damage down on the Lemurus. You may want to go for a repair bunker current rate. And we got the boss pole. Is this all? Yeah, that is from the boss pole. And the Warboss have to upgrade the heavy armor, giving some extra health and health regen. 900 health is quite a bit. And those are the Assault Marines that being upgraded, the Assault Veterans, Vanguard Veterans. Very nice. Like Marine now getting knocked on back. There's a Whirlwind, Plasma Cannon, and D-Cannon on this region. There's a lot of knockback in that region. And this stuff is maybe in range right there by the D-Cannon. D-Cannon's lining a shot there. Falls back. Oh, so much damage. All the Heretic models are down, and the Artillery Spotter is trying to fall on back as well. Lemurus is receiving quite a fire. D-Cannon rolls a bounce there. This may be a good time for some sort of nuke if anybody has it. Lemurus is just trying to back it off, skirmishing around. We've got the Warboss charging forward. A lot of Warboss charging forward. We've got the Assault Marines charging forward. Circuit Veterans with poison around that bit. Lantern or Phobos here. Lemurus is here to support them. Terminators receiving melee fire from the Vanguard Veterans. Knob Squad gets some great hits down on Lemurus. Lemurus does go down there. We got another Terminator here with the Assault Cannon. Land Raider Phobos on seeing fire from the Weird Boy. Fire Person's good focus on the Land Raider Phobos. The Warp on the X-Arc now has the phase armor. That's the phrase ability right there. Got the wolves from the Warfighter XR trying to stun these nearby forces. Getting some good damage there. Knobs still getting knocked on the back. Got the Imperial Guardsmen here. They may want to start repairing the land rear of Phobos. Knobs pushing forward, trying to die at the land rear of Phobos. We're receiving some repairs from the Imperial Guardsmen. Prepare some raining grenades over here. Maybe a good idea to put some knockback grenades in this region if there's any of them off cooldown. Daemon Russ covering the land rear of Phobos, charging forward. Will draw the anti-vehicle fire. Does receive a hit there. 5% starting to engage as well. The other 5% is down to severely low health. Rangers in this region shoot us as well. Rituals has been activated, and the Imperial Guardsmen they are repairing up the land rear of Phobos. D-Cannon about to get a good hit there on those Imperial Guardsmen. And an Imperial Guardsman squad will get annihilated. Let's see now. Got Noise Marines here. We have Hazmat Credit Blastmaster, but there's a lot of Rangers here that could get a kinetic pulse onto it. However, the Heretics are potentially successful with the self-detection, with the Inspired Champion upgrade. Got Spotting Flare right there. Assault Marines carry the Sergeant. We got this Stormguard veteran advancing on forward as well. Is crushing some of that terrain. Vanguard veterans upgrade with the Power Fist. And Blue's down to a little over 100 point tickets versus opponents 234. You got camouflage right here. I'm not so sure from what. Lander folks do some fire there. Cyclone missiles raining on in. And now got the face builder there, knocking out all these other nearby units. And does get a hit, firing shots against the Warfighter XR. Warfighter XR is also vulnerable during that, I believe. And now got the D-Cannon. He does load up inside of the Land Raider to avoid that D-Cannon shot. Very, very nice. Warfighter XR does go down there. The Land Raider Phobos is down half health. The Lemur also receiving quite a bit of damage as well. The other VP is being captured by these forces. He's not trying to stop them. The Assault Marines do teleport back over here. Vanguard Veteran is trying to engage the artillery spotter, and losing artillery spotter is very important. But using that for spotting is their name. Lemur is trying to engage those Vanguard Veterans. Will be now the Terminator squad receiving a bit of fire from the knobs. This Dark Guards see your defeat, so it looks like blue team has surrendered. This Anagrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.